So Halloween time last year, me and a couple of my friends decided we were going to go to the high school dance. It was going to be really fun. It was going to be our last high school dance for Halloween, and we felt like we needed to go. So we all went as a group, and when we got to the dance, we hung out with the school cop the whole entire time. He was there monitoring the dance, making sure nobody got in trouble, nobody broke the rules, and all that stuff. So we hung out with him, and we were actually the last group at the dance. And so when we left the building, he left the building. And so when we walked out to the parking lot, we saw his cop car. And one of my buddies was like, "Hey, can you show us how you arrest somebody?" And he was like, yeah, for sure. Just give me one of you guys to demonstrate with. And so they picked me. And so I got to the car. He widened my stance. He handcuffed me and all of that stuff that the cops do. And we thought it was super funny that he would do that. And we were all just getting a kick out of it. And anyway, once he was done, he uncuffed me and I started running just to be funny because we were all just laughing. And he kind of looked at me and he was like, "I would catch you so easy." And I was like, there's no way this old guy could catch me. Like, I played high school sports. Like, I'm very athletic. I was like, there's no way this guy can catch me. So one of my buddies, Joe, was like, "Hey, I'll say ready, set, go, and you chase after him and see who's faster." And I was like, okay. And he was like, okay. And so he said go, and I ran as fast as I could, and I looked behind me, and the school cop was running just as fast, and I kind of got scared. So I took a sharp right turn, and the cop tripped, and he fell on his face, and he fell on his shoulder really hard. And we went to check on him to make sure he was okay. And his shoulder was out of place, like dislocated. His face was all cut up because he landed on the pavement so hard. And he was fine. He was able to get into his car, and he just drove to get attention because he wanted to get his shoulder checked out. And anyway, one of my buddies had the video of the whole entire thing happening. And he was like, "Yo, look at this video." And it was the funniest video I've ever seen. And he was like, "Yo, let's post it everywhere. Like, this is the funniest thing ever." And I was in on it. I was like, yeah, for sure. Because I would have been looked at as one of the funniest kids ever. Because I just made a funny video with the school cop. And everyone at the school would have gotten a kick out of it. It would have been really funny. But my date actually kind of looked at me and she was like, "I don't know if you should send that. Because you don't know how much trouble he could get in." Like, we knew the whole story. Like, somebody watching that might have not known what happened before, how that happened. We don't want to get him fired or in trouble or anything. And I kind of sat back and thought about it, and I was like, you know what? That's like a good point. Like, I don't want to get him in trouble. So I told my friends, I said, I don't want to be a part of it. Like, you don't know what this could put him through. And what I learned that day was, even if you have the funniest video of somebody, you probably shouldn't send it around unless you have their permission, obviously. But I'm glad I made a good choice that day. I felt like I made a really good choice, and I felt more mature for sure. And it made me think about sending videos of other people more because you don't know what that could put them through. And I'm glad I learned something that day.